What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today I have a very serious thing I wanted to discuss about Call of Duty Vanguard. But before I go into the actual topic, I do want to say I'm surprisingly having a decent time with the beta. Now, that doesn't say that skill-based matchmaking is not in the whole beta experience here, because it is, and it's thick. I mean, every single time that I do decent, especially after this gameplay that you see right here, the skill-based matchmaking kicks in instantly. I actually dropped a V2 rocket in this gameplay, so I think you guys are going to really enjoy this one. But right after this clip here, bam, right back into the sauce. And I don't really have too much trouble, obviously, versing a bunch of sweats. I don't mind it. I can compete, but my goodness, man. Oh, God. When it becomes an every game occurrence and you don't have any teammates to back you up with it, especially when you're playing solo. When I play with a squad, it's easier. It's much better to play with a group of friends. But when you're playing solo and the game chooses your own teammates, it becomes a very tedious experience. But skill-based matchmaking aside, I actually got to say, some of the fundamentals are pretty enjoyable to a certain extent. But again, like I said, I don't really have a positive opinion about this game or a negative opinion about this game. I'm trying to stay neutral for this title because, like I said before, I always jump to conclusion about everything revolving around Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I did it. Black Ops Cold War, I did it. I'm not doing it this year. I'm going to stay neutral until at least about a month or two after the game is officially released and I got my hands on. I was able to grind it out. And then after the honeymoon phase obviously goes away and I have all the weapons, I have all the attachments, I see what the meta is, I see how everybody's playing and everybody's comfortable with the title, everybody's comfortable with the maps, then I'll finally come to a final conclusion if the game is decent or not. And I also have tons of things written down that I think I'm going to do a video on Monday probably of all the pros and cons of this beta, all the things that I personally loved about this game and all the things I personally despised about this game. I'm going to be releasing that on Monday because, like I said, I want to give it as much play time as I possibly can. I still have Saturday and Sunday to go ahead and grind out this game. And also, guys, don't forget, I live stream this game every single day. So if you want to be a part of the whole journey here, which a lot of people have been tuning in for the Vanguard streams, and you want to, obviously look at the game with me, talk about the game with me, discuss it with me and stuff like that, follow my live streams. It's down in the description, link to all that stuff, all that nonsense, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. It's over on Twitch and all that good stuff. I live stream for about around 3, 4, and I've been trying to reach to 6 hours just because I want to get as much playtime as I possibly can to come to a good conclusion of this title. But until Monday, I have to make this video because it's going to be, obviously, a con when it comes to Monday's video for the pros and cons, but I have to go ahead and make it now because it is game-changing when it comes to Call of Duty Vanguard. In a bad way, not in a good way. And also, just really quickly before I get into this, can we please just take a second to look at this clip? Like, bro, what am I... Dude, oh my god, I can't, bro. There's no possible way in a million years I will have ever... The sun is freaking ridiculous. Nerf that now. Please, Sledgehammer, I'm begging you, nerf that before the Saturday beta, or else people are going to be complaining about that nonstop. The sun is more overpowered than anything in the whole world. One of my homies, the Dynamite, actually made a funny tweet the other day talking about how you need sunglasses. Truly, like, there needs to be a perk in the game for sunglasses. I'm begging you, if you put a perk in this game for sunglasses, it would make it 10 times easier to actually spot people. But enough with all that stuff. I just want to throw that in this video just so you guys can see how broken that sun is. Today we're going to be talking about the Suppression and Call of Duty Vanguard, along with the bullet variants as well. I'm going to try to avoid ranting because Sledgehammer Games has been doing a really good job with listening, and honestly, they're gaining a lot of my respect right now. Truly, like, I usually have a respect for a lot of these other development teams, especially Infinity Ward. They used to be my favorite development team of all time, but just with how they're handling all these situations and ignoring us and egoing us is just disgusting in my personal opinion. But Sledgehammer Games has pretty much listened to everybody's feedback and they're really working on it. For example, the fire rounds for the STG and the submachine guns and stuff like that, I feel like they barely do anything to the enemies and it really doesn't benefit you at all to put them on your gun. I don't even bother with that. And that was one of the main complaints when it came to the overall alpha and the first beta. Rounds like that were just obnoxious. But we are still a little ways to go. The explosive rounds and also the suppression in this game, it kills the gunplay. And it's sad because I like the gunplay. I always enjoyed the gunplay when it came to the Modern Warfare engine. That was one of the main factors I always said that I enjoyed about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That was the only thing I liked about that game. The only thing that would allowed me to grind it and still make content about that game for you guys. For those who don't know, I can't make content about a game if I don't play it. And everybody always says, JB, you talk so much crap, but you end up playing it. Yeah, I need to, or else I can't talk about it. I'm sorry, I'm just built that way. I've always cursed with that. So that was the only thing that really kept me going with Modern Warfare for that full year was the gunplay. It felt smooth, good, the weapons were responsive, and I liked it. Same thing in Call of Duty Vanguard, the same engine, same gun mechanics. They feel really solid, the gunfights feel really good, and the hit detection feels decently crispy. Now, obviously, it is a beta, so the servers are going to be absolute crap. These are beta servers, so I'm not really going to go too deep into the actual hit detection of the game. I'm going to leave that for the full release. If the full release is like this still, then we're going to have an issue. But right now, we're on beta servers, so they're going to get cut a little slack here. But the gunfights are completely ruined simply by suppression. It's the stupidest mechanic I've ever seen implemented into the game. And I know I made a rant about this a little while ago, and I know I mentioned also that the Battlefield community, it's in their games and it works fine. Trust me, I know that Battlefield fans aren't a big fan of suppression. I'm just saying it still is workable. I could work with suppression in Battlefield. Do I want it in Battlefield? No, but can I manage it? Can I work around it? Yes. But in Vanguard, there's no working around it. It is basically a freebie. If you get suppressed, you're dying. If you're running across an open area of the map or you're trying to escape a building that's packed with enemies, all it takes is about 2-3 bullets and you are going to be suppressed. You're going to slow completely down and anybody's going to be able to shoot you. You can't move. Like literally you move, you go from the speed of a rabbit straight to the speed of a freaking turtle in a matter of seconds. And it's not just escaping either. It comes to the actual gunfights as well. This is where, when I said earlier, it affects the gunplay, and that's a really big thing for me because it is. I enjoy the gunplay, but it affects it because when you get into a gunfight, not only is the flinch insane in this game, but once again, you get suppressed. It messes with my strafing movement. It messes with my vision, my eyesight. It affects being able to see the target, the enemy, and keep tracking the enemy as well. With all honesty, I prefer having no flinch sniper rifles from Black Ops Cold War any day of the week over the suppression feature. And I despised that feature. No flinch on sniper rifles was probably the worst thing added into a Call of Duty game. It just made no logical sense and it was overpowered. But I would take that. Bring it back, please. If you need to trade something out, Sledgehammer, if you can't just simply take away suppression, if you need to trade it out, then by all means, go ahead and do so. I will take that over suppression because suppression ruins the gunfights, not just for one set of group of people, but for everybody, the whole game. Everybody who touches this title is going to be ruined by suppression. But I gotta be completely real with you guys, and I could completely sugarcoat this in any way to pray that Sledgehammer will, obviously listen to us about this issue. But I just gotta be real. I'm still a tad bit worried that Sledgehammer Games is going to completely ego us on this feature. Because during the first beta for PlayStation users, I did not see a single person say suppression was a fantastic feature. Pretty much every single content creator that I've witnessed, and also all the comments under these content creators, their videos, their streams and stuff like that, also you guys who watch my content, nobody likes this feature again. It is just an unnecessary interruption in all the gunfights. It does not need to be there, and it does not have a place in Call of Duty. And everybody voiced their opinions about this. And it's not touched in Weekend, 2, or the open beta weekend. I don't know what you want to call this beta. Beta 2 is what we're going to call it. They haven't changed it in beta 2. They touched the rounds, the ammunition you can have in your weapons, but they didn't touch how the gunfights happen when you engage with an enemy, or it's a 1v1 and the other person shoots you first and they suppress you down, or you're trying to run away and you get suppressed and you slow down to a slug. They didn't touch any of that stuff, which worries me because they're not mentioning it, they're not talking about it, they're not even discussing about it, but they're talking about other issues going on in this game, which it really worries me. Again, there's a lot of problems going on in Vanguard, and I understand that they have a lot of things to do here, a lot of bugs to polish off, a lot of glitches, especially for the console side. My God, all the glitches I've seen on the Xbox so far, absolutely insane. I can't even believe my eyes. So they have a lot of work ahead of them, but just for gameplay purposes alone, this has to be resolved. And if the official game comes out and they release this for $60 and we purchase this title and I'm still getting suppressed by enemies, this will be a massive deciding factor whether this game is going to be good or if it's going to be bad. Seriously, it is that game changing. When you're trying to escape a fight, trying to save onto a streak, or even just trying to engage in a gunfight and the person just shoots you first and you're just out of luck because you're suppressed, it's just, it is so obnoxious. Please, Sledgehammer, do not ego us on this issue. Do not pull an Infinity Ward with the minimap and refusing to change it, or pulling a Black Ops Cold War when everybody's complaining about the streaks and refusing to change it. Please, listen to what the people have to say. We're saying it for a reason. It is definitely game-breaking. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me this too is do so at Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also want to catch me live stream some video games I do over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.